I was just having a nice little monologue where I was just thinking out loud, and I was like, man, I wish I was just recording that. That's a habit I need to get into. Just like start talking to myself on camera because I always have to like run back through the whole presentation in my head. But anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit about finding the light in the dark, finding the dark in the light. I think both of those are equally as important. And then also another idea I was having was the conversation of power. Now I might make these separate videos in the future, but this is just where my mind is at now, so that's what I'm gonna put out there. So I was thinking back to my college experiences. These are things I always go back to and see what I can learn from, see how if I acted correctly, see if I didn't act right, see if there's something I did right, wrong, whatever, see if there's anything I can bring from that to my present. And I talked about a lot of these for those of you that are new to my channel. I talked about this in my Black Kid White School video. Now that video is a little low vibrational, a little sad, tear jerker, but it's like I don't want that to be a feel bad or anything. I want y'all to see that as something that I climbed out of. You know what I'm saying? That's why like life seems so easy for me now because I went through the hard part already. I knocked that out early. Sure, there'll be more obstacles in my way, but it's like, yo, nothing's gonna be as bad as that. Like, nothing's gonna be as bad as that. And that just mentally prepared me for my future. You understand? But a lot of people, let me start off on a different note. A lot of people focus on the good. They say, focus on the good, focus on the good, focus on the good, which is cool. And I am an advocate for that. But I think, once again, I advocate for balance as well. And you always have to remember that there's a counterbalance to everything. In my world, anyway, I live in a world of duality: light, dark, good, bad, blah, 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 blah. And when things are looking really good and you're in like this euphoric state, you need to remember euphoria is like a little bit more good. It's like, on the wavelength, the euphoric moment of a good, like a successful business deal or like a spiritual breakthrough, mental breakthrough, whatever. That's that euphoric moment. That's the top of the wave. It goes up and down, up and down. Euphoria is the top, the peak. What happens? This is like seeing the dark and the light. It's like, okay, this is the peak. When I get back down to like stable territory, how am I going to act now? Am I going to keep striving for that one moment that's already past me, that one good thing that stayed? And I'm going to keep, well, I had a hit in 2000. I had a hit in 2000. I wrote this hit song. Okay, that's nice. You wrote a hit 2 decades ago. Keep it moving, keep on progressing, keep on moving with the formula. I see some like the old singers, old rappers, whatever, but I had this hit, I was living on cloud nine, blah, 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 and they get stuck there. Like it's like literally a mental phenomenon that when they say you peaked in high school, I don't know if there's a real term for that, but there's a term, or there's a phenomenon that gets people stuck in their glory days. You're stuck there when you can have more glory days in the future. You might have more glory days in your 30s, but you got stuck mentally as a 16-year-old. Where's the party at? You're 38 years old and you're worrying, where's the party at? Come on. You understand? It's like you live your life, but I don't know. Like everyone else you knew grew up. You need to do the same. So that's why I say finding the darkness in the light. I'm not saying dwell on it every time something good happens. Well, this is going to be short-lived. No, have fun in the moment. Be in the moment, but understand that there's more of these good moments to be created. That's what I mean by finding it. Finding the counterbalance of that euphoric moment. Likewise, you are going through stuff like the stuff I talked about in that past video. You are in the dark moment. You are getting your ass beat by life. It's just every time you turn, you're making a mistake. Everything bad just keeps happening to you over and over and over. You need to adopt the mindset that I talked about, is everything is happening for you, not to you. All right. Everything is happening for you. These are challenges. These are obstacles that when you overcome them, you become stronger. When you start to listen to your intuition, because right now, a lot of people, we spend a lot of time applying adjectives to everything. And the example I gave is like trees. There's a tree outside my window, which is why it pops up in my head all the time. It's like we have a tree. That's a healthy tree. That's a good tree. That's a strong tree. No, the tree is just a tree. That tree is limp. It's like leaning over. It's not going to stay strong. It's a sick tree. No, it's a tree. You need to find the truth in the matter. The emotions can be different. That's not truth because it changes from person to person. What's the truth? That tree is or is not getting the nutrients from the soil. That's the truth. It just is. That tree is sick. That tree is strong. No, that tree is. So the situations that are going through in life, it just is. So when you stop using your energy, when you stop using your mental facilities to attribute adjectives, what's going on in my life? How am I going to diagnose this thing? Is this good? Is this bad? Is this helpful? Is this blah, blah, blah? No, it just is. This is a situation that is, okay? Because it's not good nor bad, do I want to continue having this type of situation in my life? Yes or no? If no, change it. You know what you have to remember, everything that you are experiencing is a direct representation of what's going on as above, so below. So what's going on in your mental, what's going on in your spiritual level, because everything that's going on up there is the precipitation. That's what your life is, that precipitation, the thing that you can experience now. So when you're going through something that's bad, it's just like, okay, I don't like this feeling. How do I change this? Change it in your mind. Right? And when you start to have that mindset of, I like this, I want more of this, gear my mind to bring me more of this, or I don't like this, gear my mind to make sure this doesn't keep happening over and over and over, you start to trust your intuition. And that's when we get into a conversation of power. You know, we have this weird understanding of power. We like the expression of power in our society. That's a rich man, that's a powerful woman. They can snap their fingers. Maids and servants will come running to their beckoning call, you know, or they can snap their fingers and eliminate someone from this world. That's power. No, that's the expression of power. That's the precipitation of a mindset that person has. The power resides in all of us. We will never see power, but that's what we call it because we can see it. So that's a powerful person. They can sign a paper and make countries do things. They can do this and that will happen. That's what we think is power. But no, power resides inside, and it's something that you will never see. You know, you don't see electricity. You see the manifestation of it. You see, you know, that's the energy, if you will. Like, let's use a different word. You don't see energy. You see a representation of it. You see a manifestation of it. So for me, power, if we have to use that type of framework, you know, power is like, it's like, think about it like this, right? It's having all the power. Power is like, you know, having all the abilities to do whatever you want in life. You can snap your fingers. You have like the strength of Superman and you can smack someone across this entire country. But when you don't, that's when I think the true power presents itself. Power is invisible. When you don't express your power, it remains invisible, therefore remaining power. In my head, if that makes sense. Think about it like this. You're a secret agent. You're 007, Hitman 007. And you have to get to the target. You got to get to the target, whatever. And you are posing as a janitor. So you put on your vest or whatever. You got your mop bucket and you're just walking around the halls. Some jerk comes up to you and says, "Hey, you're just a freaking janitor. Go clean up the crap in the bathroom. Blah, 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 blah. I get paid more than you. Ha, 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 ha." Everything in your power wants to snap that thing and smack him upside the head. But you like, you know what, sir? You're right. Yeah, I'm gonna go get right to it. And you just whistle about your day. Who has more power? You know, the person that knows they can take this person out right now, effortlessly, or the person that knows this and they don't. You see what I'm saying? Which one has more power there? And once again, this invisible thing is the true power. When you express it, you've taken energy, you slowed it down to materialization. But once again, we are the source of the power. We are connected to the source of power that funnels through us. When it precipitates, don't worry, you're not dampening the power. You're not dampening it at all because it's infinite. It always will. It's here for us to utilize, right? So that's just how I see it. That one of the easiest manifestations of it is that internal manifestation, which is called your intuition, which is the little voice in the back of your head. When you're starting to gear yourself to find the light and the darkness and everything and pick your path, that little voice is always going to tell you, turn left, turn right, go up, go down, do that, don't do that. When you start to listen to that more and more and more, and you start to tailor it, because once again, the ego and intuition are different. Once you get rid of the ego and your intuition is starting to talk more, then you can be like, I can trust this voice now. Lead me. I want to do this. Like your ego will take the back seat. Hey, can we do this? That will work. Okay, me as the intuition, me as your internal voice of power will tell us where we're going. You understand? So I hope that made sense. You know, I started losing myself halfway through that, but I just want to get this thought out there. Find the good and the bad, but also understand that the good moments will also fade away as well. The good fades away, the bad fades away. I'm not saying to always push off the good things that happen in your life. No, live in the moment, but understand that there will be fleeting and there will be more of those in the future. So establish your baseline and keep on finding those good moments. When you have bad things happening in your life, understand that these things are happening for you, not to you. These are obstacles that you need to surmount or overcome, whatever. And when you overcome them, you become more powerful. When you look at things from the good and bad, the good things keep happening. Gear your mind towards getting to more of these good things. If bad things keep happening in your life, then understand that I need to change the things in my mind to make sure that these things don't keep happening. But then also, when they do happen, know that you have the facilities, know that you have the power in you to overcome them. And once you get that, that's a lesson learned. When it comes to power, power is invisible. We in this society focus on the manifestation, the precipitation, the physical version of power, not the true power that resides in all of us. The easiest way to get in tune with this power is to focus on the intuition, the voice that's guiding you, and not your ego. And I have videos on that. Don't listen to the ego, focus on your intuition. The intuition will always guide you. The ego can kind of just point where you want to go. The ego is the child, the intuition is the adult. All right. Once you start to understand, mix all these things together, that's when the true formation of your true self starts to come into light. That's when your true life starts to begin. That's when life becomes, like your creation. And all this type of stuff, you understand that it's your responsibility. Good things that happen in your life, bad things happen in your life, but they're all a representation, a precipitation of everything that's going on above you. I hope that made sense. Hope I didn't lose you. To the next one.